Hey Spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Russia in the No Theater Square Challenge. We've got a couple of apostles over here. Now we could go ahead and get ourselves killed by these guys, but I do want to maybe try to get a couple of conversions out on this city, and so we shall try to. Unit needs orders over here. We're trying to find a way to die to Germany, and hopefully we can pull that off too, because that would be way better than dying to someone else. I am still getting free gold from all these guys. Excellent. I'm pretty happy about that. Alrighty. Yes, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your contribution. Oh dear. Even more gold, and I'm being attacked religiously. Somebody did say that I should buy a guru to heal these guys up, but it's like, what's... Why? Just why? Like, when I can heal them up for free and I just want them to die anyway, like, does it matter? I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. So let's go ahead and hunt down a good spot to do some stealing. Like a thumb. There we go. 1,000 gold in that city. And yes, we want to do some chopping in here. Now this will not be a lumber mill, but these will be forests. So we will put woods here. And our next one is likely to be down up over this way. So we will, in fact, have a look at this. I mean, I might get this. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the naturalist here for the purpose of being ready to put a national park over here. And yes, I will put the Cahokia Mount here. So the city now has 2 Cahokia Mounts. They're not that amazing, but they're okay. Germany, where's your religion? There's one over here. I can go get killed by that guy. Awesome. Ooh, I can fight this guy too. Exciting. Haha, we get 2 free relics. You cannot stop me. It's going to do the spreads for what it's worth. And die. Excellent. Another relic of a religious purpose. I'm going to get 2 more. And then I have room for 4 more. So I can definitely get more apostles if I wish. Over here we got another great admiral. And we got another great artist. Excellent. Up here we did finish the university. I don't think we need the factory. We could get the factory. I think I'm going to turn off food defocus. I'm going to put on faith and production focus, since the city's at its max population. I could build the neighborhood in here, and that wouldn't be a terrible thing to do, because it would give me more potential tourism down the road. I'm going to harvest this. I'm going to plant the forest here. I'm going to plant the lumber mill here, and we'll slowly build up this area to have the capacity for another national park. You are going to go hang out over here in position to create that national park. You're actually going to go improve that right there. I'm just going to go ahead and click you. We are getting some Gurdwaras. We almost have the Hermitage. We are about to unlock the Cristo Redentor. Christ the Redeemer. I don't need arenas. I could use banks because more gold, and potentially there are some really, really good great merchants who give extra tourism benefits, so we definitely want to have a lot of those. We're going to be running a lot of those. Ah, damn it. He got this guy, the Sarah Breedlove. I was hoping I would get her. I know I called her a guy, but it's whatever. That's unfortunate. There is another one, I believe, that we might be able to get our hands on. I'm going to send these guys off to die to Germany if I can. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can plant a forest on this thingadoodle. Antiquity site. We can't place it here, but I'd rather place the forest first, so we'll wait till next turn, and then we have the forest down. And I also need to get rid of that. stone on those hills there. Yet more free gold. Don't mind if I do. Yes, thank you. I appreciate your contribution to the Russian economy, Germany. There's replaceable parts. We can get a shrine. We can get a temple in here. We can get a market for the extra trade route. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that market because trade routes are nice. Up here, you have found a man to die to. This looked, for a moment, this looked like a roast chicken, but it's actually the footprint of the apostle. I thought it was a roast chicken. I will not lie. I genuinely had that thought when I saw it. You are going to put the... this is a strategic resource, so I will not be able to put a thing here. That is unfortunate. How much do I value the national park? What I could do is move the national park over, and then I get to keep these 3 tiles. I lose another national park up here, which sucks, but I'm not really hurting for space for national parks. Yeah, we'll just create it there. And we'll set up another one over here. It could be owned by this city, actually. No, it can't. I lied. I told a big old dirty lie. Go here, plant a woods, and we'll plant woods on this too. Go ahead and steal some gold for me. Oh, there's Mount Vesuvius. Quite a number of those active volcanoes in this. Those like special volcanoes in this map. There's Kilimanjaro, Vesuvius. There we go. Sandals of the Prophet. So we're making good tourism per turn. We are up to 29 out of 168 tourists. So we're making good progress. New great person is available. Is a great rider. I don't care about this great merchant. The great merchant I was hoping for is gone. I don't care about that one. So we'll skip it. Skip it and whip it. Now I want to get my hands on another naturalist who can create yet another national park over here. As you can see, converting our empire into national parks is a great way to turn our faith into tourism per turn. Now there is an argument to be made that we would actually get better benefits if we waited and just built what you call them? What are those guys? The rock bands. But I think that way I'd have to wait really late into the game to start getting a lot of tourists. So I think this is actually technically more effective. I can't promise that. Looks like my industrial zone got pillaged, or something got pillaged. Captured my agent, so I'm going to have to try and free the agent. How would you like 50 coal? And you'll take 500 gold to release my spy. That hurts, but it's basically like one spy steal. All I have to get on that guy. We're about to be starting to build a Cristo Redentor, which will be going here. The Casa de Concentración we could also build. We could also build the Statue of Liberty. For sure, though, let's have a little bit of a search. Cristo. Okay, so he has already started it, so I'm going to have to use my great engineer for that. And what about the Eiffel? Okay, so the Eiffel Tower hasn't been found. Yikers. We're going to have to build this quick. Put one turn into that. We'll get a monument in here. We'll get the Gurdwara for the faith income. You are going to go to probably someone else like Uruk. 1,500 gold in their capital city. You're going to harvest here. I don't even know where that went. I think it was Novgorod. Naturalist, head over here, create another national park. Unfortunately, we won't be able to fix this thing, but it's okay. Go there. Yes, free gold. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. Stand united as friends. Oh no, you're about to starve. Ah, no, I shouldn't have let you starve. What am I doing? This was a mistake. I thought I'd changed all these to be like not ignore food. It was like this. Oh well. Right. I'm happy with you the way you are. Let's get started on the Cristo Redentor. $480. So how far along are they in it? They've only just started it. So if I... that will boost it quite a bit. We'll have to check. We'll have to check that basically every turn to see how far along they are. We're going to head up to ideology now. Would be okay to get capitalism, but I definitely want to get democracy if I can to make my purchasing cheaper. Although there is merit to staying in this government because I am getting faith purchasing discounts, so that's worth keeping in mind. So next guy, let's get another builder. Next park would be over here. We can figure out all this sort of like production stuff. Oh, actually, there's actually a couple of cities owning tiles that they shouldn't. So this is something people have been mentioning to me, and I'm aware of it, but I just haven't been too worried about it. Like for example, Astrakhan here doesn't need to own these lake tiles. We can give those to Rostov. 1, 2, 3. For example, this tile could belong to one of these cities instead. This is part of the management of an empire. It's making sure things are above board and not too weird and crazy. Most of these things look fairly okay. Yeah, it looks okay to me. There's probably a couple of little weird ones that I'm not spotting off the top of my head, but it's fine. Okay, yes, I would like to pick up another trade route. Let's grab the arena for the amenity. We are going to plug in the military research card. I'd actually meant to plug this in a while ago, but I forgot because I'm a forgetful person. That's worth a 33% increase in our current science per turn. So what's your progress look like on this thing? You've got a little crane.
No one starts a war.
Unfortunately, I am going to have to check that every turn. Mine is a little bit more advanced, so we shall see. Okay, monument completed in here. We have all the critical things. Let's go ahead and grab our neighborhood so that we can continue to grow and get closer to where we need to be. I don't think I need to insert that just yet. We're going to hold off. I think getting a head start on it is important, though. And you, on the other hand, are going to go and head down here to get this all sorted out. It's a lot of turns of walking. Good grief. If you head there, you'll get there roughly the same pace, but you have extra movement, so it's fine. You go there, you go there. Okay. I should be purchasing more builders and setting up more of these, like over here, for example. I should get another builder going. Choose production over here. We got the temple. I'm going to just purchase the monument. For sure, I want a harbor. There's not very good harbor spots in here. So I'm just going to plonk it right there. And slowly build it. I could build a Panama Canal if I was feeling weird. I'm not feeling weird, so I'm not going to do that. With a builder and a little bit of faith, we could actually turn this into a national park. So let's get on that. You got the lighthouse in here. Go ahead and get me the market. That did open up a new trade route, which we definitely want in our capital because that might shave a turn or two off of the wonder that we're building. Your progress is not quite equitable. We're a little bit ahead still. Something, again, we're going to have to check that pretty regularly to make sure we don't fall behind. But I want to save these build charges for the Eiffel Tower if it is possible. If it is possible to save those for the Eiffel Tower, I will be really, really happy. We've almost got the Hermitage, which is going to open up some room for great works, which is excellent. I think it might not be a bad idea to get a couple of extra apostles. We definitely have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more relics. Let's make sure we organize these by production. And we will trade with Ainuk. That did shave a couple of turns off that. That's excellent. And you're going to go ahead and get the market because more trade routes. In fact, the trade routes are so valuable, in fact, that I'm going to purchase that at the cost of 800 gold. Even though it's unlikely to pay itself off by the end of the game, it's a high value thing. And then I guess you can just like build a bank slowly for me. Over here, I've got a builder whose job is to come up this way and plant forests in here for this. You can see we've started laying out the bricks on top of our mound. They haven't quite reached that point, although I could, if I wanted to. We could talk to Samaria. We could get an alliance. I'm going to get a cultural alliance with them, let's say, for the sake of argument. Then I can get a full scout on this, right? And I can see just how far they are on each subsequent turn. You're going to head up here and you're going to plant some forests for me. I'm actually going to preemptively grab the naturalist up here. It's pretty expensive to do. Okay, I don't care about either of these grey people, which is pretty sad for those grey people. Not so sad for me because you know, I don't care. We will be getting another naturalist over here in Olonets. Looking forward to that. Begin voting. I will vote that up. It's always a nice thing. If the AI is wasting production on these projects, I'm happy. Okay. Choose production over here. We got the Gurdwara. I think we will just slowly work on a neighborhood to get housing in here. The city needs a bit of growth. And then over here, we could do a similar thing and work on a neighborhood. Because those are a way to turn my gold into tourism. You're going to trade with Eridu. And then you're waiting. We're just 19 turns away now. We can see that he is 27 turns away from that. That's good. He's also building the Ruhr Valley and Broadway. And the real worry for me is the Eiffel Tower. Because if somebody is building that before I'm building it, I will feel pretty bad. Unit needs orders over here? Sure. Okay, let's get another naturalist in position over here. I'll probably recruit a couple of apostles too. Start filling those out. Okay, you're going to plant that there. You're going to... Excuse me. This is supposed to be a national park. Yes, thank you. Excellent. Another national park. We are definitely getting a heroic age, and it might actually be a really, really well-timed heroic age if it's the era after the industrial era. The modern era, I believe, is when we can get a huge tourism boost from Wish You Were Here. And we are 3 turns away. That is exciting. Unit needs orders over here. Research alliance. Awesome. So 26 turns. I should get more alliances, really, if I was being smart. Ah, failed, but I was undetected. Declare friendship, establish a resident embassy, declare friendship, and declare friendship. Now, my alliance level with Germany is only level 1. With you, it's level 2. With you, it's level 1. And with you, it's level 1. So I already have a level 2 alliance with you. Do I want to get an economic alliance with you? I'll get a religious alliance with you. Seems fine. And then we will... Oh, if you're wondering, who else do I have, like, good friendships with? Germany's not too far. I could get an economic with them. Well, the real question is, who has suzerainities that I would like to have on my side? It looks like it's Victoria. So Victoria, would you do an economic alliance with me? So one thing you'll notice that I'm doing here, you see I'm getting 1 gold and 2 gold per turn. If I add the open borders, I get a little bit of extra gold. So even though the open borders is included into the alliance thing, by including the open borders into the negotiate, I can even take away open borders on her side. But you see what I mean? Basically, you add the open borders and it'll increase the value of the trade deal and they'll be happier for it. So I have 1 more alliance slot that I could give away. I'm going to take a military alliance with Germany. Although my military alliance isn't worth that much, which is reflected in what he was willing to give me. I really want to get the temple and the Gurdwara up. So I'm going to purchase the temple because that's worth 8 fate and 4 culture. And then I'm going to hard build the Gurdwara. We got the market in here in Tver. I'd like to get the neighborhood up so the city can continue to grow. And work more of those wonderful, wonderful tiles. You're going to come over this way. And you're going to take the heathen conversion one. So we're 17 turns, he's 26 turns. Excellent, that's exactly what we want to see. I didn't realize I could see into people's borders like this. Is this like because we're allies? Well, I'm not allied with France, and I can't see what she's doing, but I can see what you're doing. And I can see what you're doing in some of your cities. This is interesting. This is useful information. Is this modded? Is this like some mod that's doing this? Am I crazy? I'm only using 1 UI mod as far as I understand. The Sucretax Simple UI adjustments, which is my favorite mod in the world. Yeah, you can see, look, they're wasting all their production on send aid, which is exactly why I always try to pass these. Because I don't care about these. So the more the AI is wasting their production, the less they're working towards their victory condition, which means I am better off as a result. Plant woods here, plant woods here. Come in over there, and you'll make that next turn. Although I might wait until the era is over before I do that. Go ahead and steal money here. Now I could put a Cahokia mound here, or I could put woods and make this a better thingadoodle. Thingamajig. Let's go ahead and steal gold here. We'll go to the next turn. Victoria's agenda gossip. Okay, so we're stealing lots of money. Well, I say stealing. We're being generously gifted money from the AI. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Museums.
So there's the Hermitage. Excellent. It is another wonder that is also producing tourism for me. Yields gain. Okay, there's Scorched Earth. If I go now into the tourism map mode, you can see we're getting 3 tourism per turn from this, which is not a huge amount. It's not a huge amount by any stretch of the imagination, but it is an amount. Okay, that's important. It is an amount. It is a non-zero amount of tourism that we're getting from it. But we can also, importantly, put some great works of art in it. Which is excellent, because we do not have a lot of places for great works. So we can put 4 in there. And in fact, I could probably sell some to the AI. Great work of music. Alright, neighborhood completed over here in Mecca. So this city can continue to grow. And it will. Let's get the bank for the extra great merchant points that we want. We're also going to get the seaport would be good. I'd also really like to get the neighborhood in here. To try and increase the population. So we're 14, he is 25. I'm confident we can get this first, so I don't need to spend any more of my builder charges on that guy. You are going to go to sleep there. In fact, you are going to move. That was a very odd path that you took, but we are going to purchase another 2 apostles, because we still have room for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 relics, and we have 3, so we need 3 more apostles to fill out those slots. Go send them off to get killed by someone. We would also like to get another guy in here. I would like to put a farm triangle here, if that was an option. I'm hoping it is an option. Let's go ahead and purchase another builder. We just need... These builders are most efficient, so I'm going to buy them from here. And we're going to put a forest there and a forest here. Now we've maximized the tourism that we can get from this national park. Oh, I was supposed to wait a turn. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We still have other things we can do with that. Plus we're up to like 600 faith per turn, which is pretty crazy. I could put a lumber mill here. But I would be kind of semi-wasting my effort here. No, I want to be on focus on production and this. And food. Well, you can't actually grow. I'm going to unlock all these tiles and say production and thingy. Although the lack of growth is disturbing, so work a little bit of food, I guess. Jeez. Yes, I will accept your gold. Thank you very much. Oh, we have a bunch of trade routes available. And it's a session. So I'm kind of glad I didn't sell my diplomatic favor, because there might be a session coming up that I might want to make use of. So we're in a heroic age, which is fantastic. We're going to take reform the coinage. We want Wish You Are Here and Heartbeat of Steam. This is going to give us production from campuses and also extra production towards late game buildings and late game wonders. It's also going to give us a bunch of gold and a bunch of tourism here. Cities with governor receive Cities with governors receive plus 50% tourism from world wonders. And plus 100% tourism from all national parks. We have a lot of national parks, I might remind you. You're going to head up this way to improve this. You are going to put a lumber mill here, because that'll give this city a great production tile. We are going to pass on this great engineer. And we're also going to pass on that one, likely. Organized by production. Let's make sure. Are we trading with everyone? We can get more trade routes, right? Let's go to the capital. We will purchase ourselves 2 more traders. We have a couple of apostles that we can send out into the great dark beyond. I will take the debater promotion. And allow me to purchase. That was an inquisitor. No, that's not what I wanted. I meant to buy an apostle. We need 2 more apostles after that one. 11 versus 24. Is anyone else? I keep pressing F to bring up this. I don't think I have this assigned to a hotkey. Christo. 1 here, 1 here. So he's the only other person that I know of that's building it. All right, that is important information. We have nowhere to put our great works. Let's see. So you're supposed to go die. And you are going to sleep. Builder is going up here to get repairs on. You can't... Well, I guess I could technically skip out on farms here. And put Cahokia mounds. I could also put farms here and get a bunch of food. I think I like the idea of getting a lot of food. Go put a Cahokia amount over there. That's fine. Alrighty. Unfortunately, he is going to get Broadway, and he is starting on his spaceport projects, which is going to be a bit of a bother. He is the current lead for science. Ban the production of coal power plants. I'll put 1 vote into that. And I will put 1 vote towards... Harbor. I'll vote a little bit for myself here. It's a lot of gold per turn. I'll put 1 vote towards myself. We can always sell that diplomatic favor for gold. City center, Dido was chosen, and return to game. So from a diplomatic stance, Dido is currently in the lead, but that doesn't really mean much because it's only starting off. We are going to claim our great person here. Oof. I'm going to pass on this guy. Levi Strauss isn't bad, but I might pass on him as well. Let's see. We got a seaport in here. Build that neighborhood, grow nice and big. And you need to get your neighborhood too. Oh, you already built your neighborhood. So it might be a good idea to focus on growth until you max out. In the meantime, you could get me a spy, which I think is a pretty reasonable thing to do. We have a bunch of envoys here. I'm going to go up to level 2 with Bandar Brunei because that will result in a decent chunk of gold. Not a huge amount, but a decent little chunk of gold for me. And unit needs orders over here. These guys are ready to go into battle. Religious battle, that is. But battle all the same. More great works, please. Thank you. We're 10 turns away from the Crystal Redentor. Where do I want to build the statue? The statuette of Libertad. 56 versus 67. Novgorod is probably the best place to do it. I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to have to probably replace this Cahokia mount with the Eiffel Tower, which will result in a huge portion of culture. Now, the reason why... Oh, did I explain why I'm building the Crystal Redentor? Basically, the tourism output from relics and holy cities is not diminished by other civilizations who have researched the Enlightenment Civic. Also, importantly, you get extra tourism from seaside resorts, although I don't have a whole lot of territory that is really suitable for seaside resorts. There's probably a few in here. Not a huge amount, but a few. And then the other thing is, why are we building the Eiffel Tower? It's because it adds +2 appeal to every tile in your empire. +2 appeal basically essentially translates to +8 tourism per national park, which is a pretty damn decent bonus. That's why I always like to get the Eiffel Tower. The game is saying we are 74 turns away from winning the game. I'm hoping that I can bring that down to a more reasonable number. Right, you've got 2 build charges. Let's send you up the way towards this. I'm going to purchase another apostle. I need to move this one first to here. Just put you in here and go to sleep, and then I'll recruit another apostle to get another great relic thingy. You're going to go here and repair that tile. You guys are going to trade, preferably, for gold. Is there anyone... Now, this is important. Is there anyone I'm not trading with? Trade route, trade route. I don't have open borders with France. That's important to fix. I'm not trading with England. So let's see. Is there any cities... where I could get close to Frankfurt? I'm going to choose Frankfurt so I can eventually get a trade route with England. I am going to do a thing that my brain has forgotten. So I'm just going to click end turn. Ah, I meant to buy an apostle. I already did buy an apostle. So I think one more apostle should do the trick. Yeah, you're fine over there. We're going to put a farm here. And then finally, one more farm right there. Form a nice little farm triangle. That'll provide these cities with lots of food so they can keep growing and working the important slots for me. I will accept your gift. Thank you. And people ask me why I go for a religion when I'm going for a tourism victory. It's because religion is incredibly powerful for going for a tourism victory if you know how to use it. All right, we've just unlocked the Eiffel Tower. We are going to plant down the Eiffel Tower in Novgorod. And now the hard part is searching. We're the only one who is building it. We could insert Gustav Eiffel into it. I think there are no other wonders in the game that I want really, really badly, with the exception of potentially the Amundsen Scott Research Station, which is a significant boost to all of my cities. So I'm gonna put, I'm gonna hold. You know what? This is so important that I'm gonna put it in anyway. It's just so important that I get that done in a reasonable amount of time. I'd like to pick up replaceable parts for better farms. I would like to pick up computers for the extra tourism boost. So we're going to work towards that. It's a plus 25% tourism boost across my entire empire. We are going to get the arena in here. I'd also really like to get the neighborhood. In fact, I'm not hurting for amenities, so we're going to prioritize the neighborhood. I suppose while we're passing through, there's no harm in doing a little bit of conversion. I mean, Germany might think there's some harm, but I certainly don't. So I think we'd come to the agreement that one extra apostle was what was needed. Go there and then take the orator promotion. Or the orator, however you want to pronounce it. It's up to you, really. Okay, where's my next national park? There's one up over here, so let's make our way there. There's a couple of places that are good candidates for it. You just play nice. And there's our farm triangle providing us with a lot of food for these cities. Excellent. More free gold? Why, do not mind if I do. Do not mind. Or don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Oh god. What have I done? Why have I clicked this button so many times? Oh god, not this button. So there's the Potato Palace available. I'm pretty sure that's already been built. And to get this fast enough, I'm going to get these one turn after each other, which is almost perfect, actually. So over here, we've completed the neighborhood. I'm going to take the production priority off of this. And growth is now a bigger priority, so the city will actually grow into its massive population potential. There's not a whole lot of food on the ground to be picked up, however. So we could swap this farm in here. This city doesn't need the farm quite so much. Really, you opt not to work this really high food tile in favor of this tile. A raw wood tundra tile overgrowing like 50% faster. Okay, so we got the neighborhood completed in here. Commercial hub investments would just get me to this faster, which I'm okay with. I could also do holy site prayers to get extra faith, but I think it would be better to do commercial hub investments. I'm going to do that 3 times is a reasonable amount, I feel. Now, I know I have a city up here that's like just been doing industrial zone logistics forever. But like, that's all it needs to do. We are going for mobilization. Definitely want to get ideology if I can. And you are going to head up over this way. Convert as you walk past. Oh, triple strength. Hello. Convert. Repent. Ye of little faith. Hey, we converted the city. Look at that. Our religion is spreading pretty well, actually. Through passive means. Let's get the Niter online, I guess. Unit needs orders over here. Yes, we definitely want to start placing down some woods here. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, we are ready. Let's grab the campus in here and give us something to do with this city when it's finished. We'll put woods there. Fine. I just want your gold. I should sell my diplomatic favor, I'm thinking, for extra gold, but I'm actually not too worried about my gold income. I'm a little bit more concerned about other things. Let's grab the bank for the great merchant point generation. Let's go here to plant another woods. And then we are going to preferably trade with Hong Kong. Trying to open up more trade routes to England. Because they're missing out on tourism from not being able to trade with England, which is making me a sad panda. Excellent. We filled it up. Let's go ahead and do now. I mean, spreading my religion isn't really like a super important thing to me. It's just like a byproduct of actually making these apostles, of getting the maximum value out of them. It doesn't actually matter to me. Just want to make sure I don't waste them by over converting. Ooh, we can go to battle with Englandia, of all places. And so we shall. We shall go to battle. See if we can kill off some of these apostles.
If facts don't fit when they are preparing for
There's mobilization. We can build another spy. Let's go there, then go there, then go there. Great person. Sure. We'll take that one. That one's not terrible, actually. Advanced flight. And you know what? I'm going to call that the end of the episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. We're 5 turns away from the Christopher Redentor and 6 turns away from the Eiffel Tower, which should give us a decent amount of tourism boost. I'm Potatomcwhiskey. I love you all very much. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!